Hi, everybody. Welcome to Soul Purpose Yoga. My name is Susan, and I will be your yoga instructor tonight. This will be a slow flow yoga class. It is 75 minutes, but I know, yikes, 75 minutes. 15 of those will be just pure Shavasana, where we just lay and meditate for the last 15 minutes. Because I am not with you, we do not do any standing postures in this class. The highest we may get is a low lunge. That is it. A few things before we start. As you can see, I'm big on props. If you have blocks, you can grab your blocks. If your knees are sensitive like mine, you can, I use a gardening tool, but you can always use a blanket like my Mexican blanket here, or a beach towel, something for your knees if you do have sensitive knees, because we'll be in a position where we will be using our knees. And grab some pillows. If you have a yoga pillow as well, you can use that. It doesn't have to be kind of a pillow. All of a sudden I went blank on the name. But a nice long pillow like this, maybe you have it on a couch, maybe on your bed, that would be great. And a nice strap. This is a yoga strap here. You don't have to have a yoga strap. You can, oh, bless you. He's got allergies. We all have allergies in this house lately. You can always use a long scarf if you so choose. I always try to stay hydrated. We will not sweat in this class, but it's nice to stay hydrated with some water as well. And I have a nice little oil that I like. This is an orange vanilla. Lavender is really good for evening. If you have anything like that, you can always spritz it on or put it between your palms and put it on your forehead, your temples, and your neck. I'm sorry, if I was in the studio with you, I would be doing that at the end of Shavasana, but since I'm not, if you sort of choose to get in the mood, that would be great. Also, too, if you have incense, you can always light some incense and some candles. It's just a really end of the day, slow flow yoga class. So with that being said, we will start. I should tell you a little bit about myself for those who haven't taken the class. Again, my name is Susan Coffey. I am a true Miltonite. I am certified yoga instructor in Vinyasa, in Yin yoga as well. And I am still working as a registered nurse. It's been forever. So let's begin. You can start with lotus like I am. If you are starting like I am, you can put your back up against a wall. As you can see, I don't have one that's empty. You want to make sure your back is straight. You're sitting up straight, but you want your shoulders to be relaxed. You can also do this first part lying down. This is all about breath. I start off with breath. The whole class is basically a breath to movement. So you can be lying down or you can be sitting like I am in lotus. And I was going to introduce you to my two assistants, but one just flew the coop. That was Monsieur Pierre Popcorn. And this is Mr. Fenway Park. Yep. So, here comes Popcorn again. So, make sure that your shoulders are nice and relaxed. Mouth is slightly open, so your jaw is very relaxed as well. A lot of times we're grinding and we don't even know it. Gently close your eyes. And we're going to start. We're going to inhale slowly through our nose. Get all that oxygen deep down into the abdomen. Expand the abdomen, still on the inhale. Hold for 3, 2, 1. And then gently exhale out through your mouth, deflating your abdomen. Inhale slowly through your nose. Get all that oxygen deep, 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 deep down inside your abdomen. Expand your abdomen. Hold for 3, 2, 1. And then gently Exhale out through your mouth. Again, inhaling through your nose. Get all that oxygen deep into the abdomen. Expanding the abdomen on the inhale. Hold for 3, 2, 1. And then gently exhale, deflating the abdomen. So I'm going to have you continue on your own, slow with intention. Speaking of that, this is a really good time to set an intention for yourself, for someone that's in need right now, for someone that may not be with us but means the world to you. Actually, happy birthday, Bucky. And just kind of keep that intention throughout our practice tonight. The other thing, as you continue with your breath, please don't do any postures you do not feel comfortable with. You can just watch this whole class. You can participate as you want, but don't do anything that you don't feel comfortable with. And we're going to continue, like I said, with the inhaling and the exhaling. And what we're doing is setting off the parasympathetic nervous system by doing this deep breathing. That's this part of the nervous system that relaxes us, slows us down, so we can get into our muscles and fascia a lot better, okay? I'm going to cue my music. Again, continue with inhaling through your nose, getting all that oxygen deep into the abdomen, expanding the abdomen on the inhale, holding for 3, 2, 1, and then exhaling out through your mouth, deflating your abdomen. So again, I'll leave you on your own while we listen to music and just start to relax from our day. So let's all start to take a deep breath in together through our nose. Inhaling, getting all that oxygen deep into the abdomen, expanding the abdomen on the inhale, holding for 3, 2, 1. And then gently exhale out through our mouth, deflating our abdomen. Wonderful. So you can gently open your eyes. For those that are lying down, turn over to your side and take your time meeting us in lotus. So because our legs can get a little bit tight, let's take them and shake them out. Oh, we're losing my other assistant. We're going to point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, and shake those legs out. We're going to go back into lotus. What leg was in the front is now in the back. What leg was in the back is now in the front. So I do like to get to every body part if I can. So we're going to start with the neck. For those of you who have disc problems, any kind of issues with your neck, you can just sit in stillness and practice your breath, or you can participate and you can modify. So basically what I do is I bring the head down, and then we inhale and bring the head back. You may bring the head back just slightly if you'd like. Also, to people that have like benign postural vertigo, any kind of dizziness problems. Actually, I've been seeing that a lot lately in the hospital. I don't know what that's all about, but you can also just sit and practice breaths, okay? So just relax your shoulders and your arms. I'm going to inhale, and on the exhale, let's drop that neck slowly, 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 and really drop it, even round the shoulders, which is something I normally don't tell people to do. We really want that fascia that goes from the occipital bone to the back of the head and then connects to the neck bone to really relax. You can be inhaling and exhaling here on our first one. And now we're going to inhale. We're going to bring the head up and back. And open your mouth if you'd like. Exhale, slowly bringing that head down. Again, modify to what's comfortable for you. But if you've got any neck issues or dizziness problems, just continue your breath. Inhale back up. And exhale forward and really let it go. We carry most of our tension in our neck, jaw, and in our hips. Inhale back up. And exhale down. So now that we have the head down, we're going to inhale and exhale. And then this time, inhale, we're going to look up to the right. Exhale to center. Inhale and look up to the left. You just want to get at those nooks and crannies. Exhale to center. Inhale up to the right. Exhale to center. Inhale up to the left. Exhale to center. Inhale up to the right. Exhale to center. Inhale up to the left. And exhale to center. And then we're just going to go back and forth, side to side. Again, we just want to get at the nooks and crannies, relax that neck. Be inhaling and exhaling as we're doing this. Let's inhale ourselves right back up again. Great job. Let's bring those legs out, stretch them out again. point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. So I'd like to do a full forward, but we're going to do it one leg at a time. So we're going to bring that right foot into the left thigh, maybe bring the left leg out a little bit, flex the left foot, sit up straight. Try to be aware. See how my right knee just went up like that? Let's try to be aware and keep that right knee down. It may come up a little bit, that's okay, but just try to be a little bit aware of it as we go forward. The next thing that I would like to just advise is when we're going forward, like we're going now, we don't want to be going forward and rounding. We don't want this. We want to be leading with the chest. Always be aware of that. As we're coming forward, we want to be leading with that chest. Now, the other thing is, don't feel like you have to reach your toes. You may not be able to reach your toes. That's fine. You can bend your knee if you'd like. As you go down, you may come to your thigh. You may come to your calf. That's perfectly fine. Okay? So we're going to inhale those arms up, palms out. And then as we exhale, we're turning to the left and we're leading with the chest, looking at something straight ahead, leading with the chest. Try to keep that right knee down like I am. And then exhale and land wherever you land. Great. Inhaling, and as you exhale, maybe come a little forward. Maybe bend that knee a little bit like I'm going to do. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to inhale, bend that left arm behind me, like it's giving me a little bit of a nudge. And I'm going to come a little bit forward. And I'm reaching my feet because I'm giving myself a little bit of a nudge with that left arm behind me. Again, if you don't reach your feet, don't worry about it. We're going to inhale and exhale and try to get the chest closer to the top of the thigh. Drop the head. Inhale and exhale. Just trying to stretch those hamstrings that are in the back of the thigh of each one of our legs. And then let's inhale right back up again. Great job. Let's take those legs and shake them out again. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Let's bring that left foot into the right, the inner thigh of the right leg. I'm going to bring that right leg out ever so slightly. Again, if you want to use that right arm behind you, you can do that as well. But let's flex that right foot. Try to remember to keep that left knee down. Let's inhale those arms up, palms facing out. And then exhale again, leading with the chest, looking at something straight ahead. Exhale, 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 exhale. And then drop the head and drop the hands. Great. Inhale, and as you exhale, maybe come a little forward. Again, I'm going to bring that right arm behind me this time, the right arm. I'm going to take the left hand and grab at my toes. Again, don't feel that you have to reach your toes. It can take time, especially I remember when I was a long distance runner for 35 years. My hamstrings were so tight. Turn that down. So before I got into yoga, I could just barely even touch my thighs. That's how tight my hamstrings were from running. Because I'll be honest, we never stretched. We just put our running shoes on and off we went. So inhale and exhale. And if you want to use that right hand behind you, just giving yourself a little bit of a nudge, just if someone's helping you to go a little bit forward. And let's inhale ourselves slowly back up. Everything in this class is done slowly with intention, no rushing. Shake it out. point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. So I'm going to cross over. I'm going to be turning this way here. You can be straight ahead if you want. I'm going to inhale those arms up, and then we're going to exhale, inhale, and then exhale both arms over to the left. So the outside of the right hand is by the left knee, and the left hand is behind us. Inhale again, looking straight ahead. And then we exhale and gaze over that left shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling. If you want to take it a little bit further, you can inhale up, again, getting at the neck, and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, and then exhale your head back, left hand on left knee, right hand on right knee. Let's inhale those arms up again. Exhale the arms over to the right so that left outside of the left hand is on the right outside of the right knee, and the right arm is behind us. We're still looking straight ahead though. Inhale, and now we exhale and gaze over that right shoulder. Inhale, and maybe exhale, go a little further if you want. You can also inhale looking up and exhale looking down. Getting a nice twist here. Inhale, and then exhale your head back to center. Right hand on right knee, left hand on left knee. Great job, everybody. So we're going to go into our table, and that's kind of our go-to posture. And this is where I was saying about the knees. And again, I'm using a gardening tool. After all those years of running, yeah, my knees are like, so if you're on a hardwood floor, just make sure you're protecting your knees, okay? And again, it can be with a blanket, not a pillow though, because a pillow you'll be like that. So you want something that's stable. So both knees, a hip width apart, fingers are spread out. Try to be conscious of your abdomen. You want to kind of keep that in, that's your core. You don't want it just kind of hanging loose. You want to really try to keep that abdomen hard and strong. So this is our table. This is kind of our go-to. So I do like to get at the toes because we have the fascia, the plantar fascia that goes from the top of the foot to the heel. And when that gets tight, which it can cause plantar fasciitis. So we're going to try to counteract that by doing a little bit of an exercise here. So we're going to bend the toes. And you can stay right in this position because we're flexing that foot. That's what we want to do. We want to flex those toes. We want to flex those feet so that fascia is getting a nice stretch. If you want to go further, you can kind of rock back and forth. And if you really want to go all the way, exhale and sit back and place your hands just ever so slightly on your thighs. Listen to Boz Scaggs, my summer song about, I'm not going to say it. Inhale and exhale. You've been watching me, you know I love the summer. So this is really great to stretch that fascia, get at the toes. Then we're slowly going to come out, come back into our table, and let's spank the top of those feet out. Great job, everybody. So let's sit back, if you can, on our heels. And we're just going to do a nice little stretch on each side of our body. So we're going to inhale. As we inhale, we're going to lift this left arm up and just kind of do a nice little back bend here. So the left arm is bent back, the right arm is on the heel. Inhaling and exhaling. And then exhale back down again. Great job. Let's inhale that right arm up, a little bit of a back bend, and that left hand goes on the left heel. And let's exhale back down again. And we're going to go into our puppy pose. So for those of you who have cats and dogs, you know, you've seen them do this all the time. So the objective is to open up the shoulders, to open up the chest, and try to get the chest onto the mat. So full disclosure, my chest has still not made it to the mat. Some of you, when I teach in studio, some people's chest goes right down to the mat, other people's don't. So don't push yourself on this one, or if you don't feel comfortable doing it, you can just watch. This is our puppy pose. So we're going to go back into table. What we're going to do is but the big thing with the puppy pose is you want to make sure the hips stay at the 90-degree angle that they are at. You don't want to come down like so. Okay, not yet anyway. So the puppy pose, you want to keep our hips just the way they are. It's the upper body that's going to be doing all the work here. So walk the hands out very slowly, exhaling, and then sliding them out. And you can even try to bring your chin down if you'd like, and just try to get your chest as close to the mat as possible. Puppy pose. Inhale, and as you exhale, maybe try to come a little bit further down. Great job. So let's inhale and let's come all the way down onto our abdomen. Let's keep those hands. We're going to keep them. We're going to bend at our elbows and bring our forehead down to the mat. So our hands are by our ears. And we're going to slowly slide our forearms. Inhale and come up to a sphinx. So we're looking straight ahead. We're not looking up. We're looking straight ahead. We're squeezing those buttocks to protect the lower back. And our elbows are bent. This is our Sphinx pose. Let's exhale the forehead down. Inhale slowly up. Make sure you're squeezing those buttocks to protect that lower back. Exhale down. Inhale one more time up for our cobra. I'm sorry, our Sphinx. We're going into cobra. This is our Sphinx. And then exhale down. Great job, everybody. So we're going to go into cobra, but we're going to go into a wide cobra. So keep those arms bent. Claw your hands. Spread them out. And we're going to inhale. And on the exhale, let's lift ourselves up into our cobra. And then as we exhale, we're going to take that right elbow and bring it down towards the mat and look over to our right. Inhale back up. Exhale that left shoulder and be looking over to the left. To the right. Inhale back up, squeezing the buttocks to protect that lower back. Exhale the right shoulder down, looking over to the left. Inhale back up. And then exhale that left shoulder down, looking over to the right. And inhale back up. Great job. We're going to exhale that forehead down. We're going to bring the hands close to our face, each side of our face. And we're going to inhale, sit back, come into table. Continue to exhale, go right into our child's pose. Bring the big toes together, knees out, and sit back and just enjoy. You can bring your forehead to a block if you want. You can bring it to the mat. And just enjoy this delicious child's pose. I love this posture. We're stretching our lower back, mid back, shoulders, and we're opening up our hips. If you cannot reach your buttocks, which a lot of people cannot, their knees are tight, you can take a pillow or pillow, place it behind the knees or a bolster and place it behind the knees and then sit back. So it just helps you get into the position a little bit better. Inhale and exhale. Relax into this. And whenever you feel tired, you don't want to do a posture, you're just not into it, you can always go into your child's pose. We're going to inhale ourselves back up again into our table. I'm going to grab my little protector here because we're going to be in table for a little bit. Remember to try to keep that abdomen in. We're going to do a little exercise here, balancing. It's called, if we were standing, it'd be dancer posture, but since we're not standing, it will be table dancer. So we're going to first, though, exhale that right leg out and just go back and forth on the ball of that right foot. Remember to try to keep this abdomen tight and then looking straight ahead at something that's not moving. Again, you can modify this to wherever, how far you want to go. If you'd like, you can inhale that left arm up and inhale the right leg up, flexing that right foot, looking at something that's not moving, called your dristi. Inhaling and exhaling. This is balancing. If you want to go a little further, take that left hand and grab the top of that right foot, push that right foot into the left hand. Again, you don't have to go this far. If you think you can try it. Again, we're looking straight ahead, everyone. We are balancing. And then exhale and let left hand down, right knee down. Wonderful. Just kind of move those hips back and forth. Now let's exhale and bring the left leg out. And then just rock back and forth on the ball of that left foot. And let's inhale that right arm up. Inhale the left leg up, squeezing that left buttock, protecting that lower back, flexing the left foot, looking straight ahead at your dristi. Good job. And if you want to go a little further, flip that palm, grab the top of the left foot and push it into that right hand. And then let's exhale and bring everything down. And let's just go into a child's pose just to counteract that. Now, actually, I'm going to get something, take a sip of my water. Continue in the child's pose. And let's slowly come up from our child's pose. And we're going to go right into our table again. We're going to go back, though, back a little bit on the mat, and we're going to go into a forward pigeon. So grab a pillow if you have one. It just helps get into the position a little bit better. Some of you may not want to get into it this way. Well, we can always do the lying pigeon on our back. We're going to try forward because the reason for pigeon is, again, we have each side of our buttock, we have a muscle. We have a lot of muscles actually, but one in particular called piriformis. And when that gets tight, it's very deep, 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 deep inside of each side of your buttocks. When that gets tight, it can cause sciatica right down the leg, or even come up here to a lower back. So this is a great exercise for that. Shouldn't say exercise, but great posture for that, as well as it opens up the hips as well. So I'm going to go back a little bit, go into our table. Again, keep that abdomen, try to keep that abdomen tight. Let's walk the hands forward. Inhale, and then exhale that left knee to the left hand. We're going to take our time getting into this. Please do not lift your lower extremity. Don't lift. Just let it happen. Again, and the lower extremity does not have to be parallel to the top of the mat. I think some people think that. No, more important, the hip and the knees are in the same plane. So we're going to put the weight, we're going to go, again, go into this slowly. We're going to put the weight on the ball of that left foot so that left knee rises, but the foot stays on the mat. Then we're going to shimmy, not lift, that right lower extremity or the right calf. And see, this is about as far as I can go. I'm not totally parallel, and that's okay. And then I'm going to grab my pillow, put it under my right buttock area. I just think it helps to get into the position and keeps the hips straight. I'm going to bring that left knee down. And then the top of the left foot, slide it back. We are in pigeon. As we're getting jiggy with it. You can go into your forearms. Or if you want to go hand over hand or place your forehead on a pillow, I'm on a block, go right ahead. Pigeon. And really, hopefully you're feeling this on the right buttock. Is where we're trying to stretch that piriformis in the right buttock out. The problem with this song is I feel like getting up and dancing. So we're going to come up and we're going to come out of this again very slow. Let's take the top, we'll put the weight on the ball of that left foot. Remove the pillow, keep it handy. Bring the left knee down. And then the right knee meets the left. And we're back in our table. Great job. So remember again, try to keep that abdomen in. We're going to walk those hands forward. Exhale the left knee to the left hand this time. I'm going to put the weight in the ball of that right foot this time. So the right knee goes up, but the right foot stays on the mat. This gives us time to shimmy that left lower extremity. Again, no lifting, no lifting. And again, we want the knee and the hips to be on the same plane. I'm going to take my pillow, place it under the left buttock. Right knee goes down, the top of the right foot goes down. We slide back, and we can sit up like this. We're in our pigeon. If you want to go further into it, I suggest going down to your forearms. This time I think I'm going to grab a block. Place my head on a block. And again, we want to feel it on the left buttock and in the hip flexors and in the hips. Inhaling and exhaling. Continue to breathe into this. Inhaling and exhaling, relaxing that jaw. And we'll slowly start to come out of our pigeon. Lifting the head, coming up on the hands if you're not already up there. Let's place the weight on the ball of that right foot, lifting that right knee, but keeping the right foot on the mat, removing the pillow, and then sliding back to our table position. Great job, everybody. So let's just I'm going to go back onto my knee protector. Let's just do a little bit of a lunge. So we're going to inhale, and then we're going to exhale that right leg so it's at a 90-degree angle. I'm going to grab my blocks for this, both blocks. This is where they come in very handy. So I'm down like this, and then we're going to put the weight in the ball of that left foot and come into a runner's lunge. However, the reason I like the blocks is, as you can see, my shoulders are humped over. I don't want to be if I'm in the runner's lunge. So I'm going to take my blocks and sit up in runner's lunge. If you don't have blocks, that's okay. Some of you may not need them. You just really want that chest to be up, just like we were going to take off for a 500-meter road race. Inhaling and exhaling. We're going to do a little twist here. So we're going to inhale that right arm up. Exhale the right hand down. We'll do it on the other side. Left arm comes up for our twist. And then exhale it down. Inhale, and then exhale that left knee right back down. Top of the left foot goes back. Inhale the arms up, low lunge. So let's take that right arm in the back of our left thigh. And again, we're going to do that back bend. And the left hand gracefully goes back. Getting a nice stretch in the front, in the quads, in the front of the thigh. And we're going to exhale that down. And let's bring that right knee back down and come into our table. We're going to do that on the left side. Let's inhale and then exhale and bring that left leg up to a 90-degree. And again, it's okay if you don't have blocks. Again, I like them because I'm kind of hunched over. We want to go into a runner's lunge. So we're going to put the weight on the ball of that right foot. And then I'm going to take my blocks high. Left leg is at 90 degrees. And again, like we're going to take off for a 500-meter. Inhaling and exhaling. And we'll do our twist here. So we're going to place the right hand, keep it down, applaud, keep it on the block. And inhale the left arm up. Exhale the left hand down. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale that hand down. And then we're going to bring that right knee down. Inhale our arms up, low lunge. Let's take our left hand behind, yes, left hand behind the right thigh this time. And inhale that right arm up and gracefully look over to the left. Inhaling and exhaling. This is also a balanced posture. And then exhale it right back down again. And the left knee meets the right. And let's just go into a short child's pose. I'm going to sit back again. If you want to place pillows behind or a bolster, go right ahead. And let's just stretch that out. Yeah, my music's a little for more of a little bit of a faster class. We wanted to slow it all down tonight, so I should have. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Inhale and exhale. Let's inhale slowly back up again. I'm going to cross over at the ankles, sit back. And we're going to go into a full body stretch. So we're going to point our toes. We're going to place our hands, 3 fingers interlace, index fingers together, and then cross over at the thumbs. We're going to slowly come back 1 vertebrae at a time, okay? Really try to use your core, your abdomen here. Exhaling, exhaling. And then bring those arms all the way down, pointing the toes, full body stretch. Great job. Unclench your jaw. And let's exhale those hands out to the side. Palms are up, and we're going to go into our butterfly. There'll be 2 different butterflies. Depends on whether you have a bolster or pillows. If not, that's okay. Let's inhale and bring the soles of the feet together. And palms out, butterfly. This is so good for your hip flexors and your hips. It's just, I could stay here all night, but we don't want to. Now, I know for some people it can be really intense, especially for the hip flexors. If that's the case, straighten your legs out. You can go back and forth, or you can keep your legs straight. This might be too intense for some people, and I get it, believe me. Inhale and exhale. And you can flutter. We saw some beautiful butterflies this summer up at the Blue Hills. Oh, as well as deer. We saw beautiful deer. Oh, nature. Now, if you're comfortable like this, stay like this. If you have props, I'm going to show you how to do it with props. But if you don't, you can just stay just in traditional butterfly. Otherwise, if you have props, you can just sit up for a minute or a few seconds. Take 1 block flat, the other slanted. Take 2 pillows or your bolster up against that slanted block. And you're going to scooch back so that your spine is all the way on the bolster or the blocks. Opening up. See this with the props, it really opens up. the pecs, the chest area, and then bring the soles of the feet together. So either way, with props or without. Inhaling and exhaling. I hope you all danced under the moonlight this summer somewhere. We'll stay in this for just a little bit longer because this is a restorative, relaxing posture. Again, if it's too much for your hips and your hip flexors, please don't feel like you have to keep your feet together. You can straighten your legs out, okay? So I think sometimes people think, oh, no, I have to stay in this posture even though it's killing me. No, that's not what yoga is about at all. It's a breath to movement. It is challenging yourself, but not too much. So for those that are on a bolster or pillows, we're going to bring our knees together. For those that aren't, you can stay in butterfly. And for those that are on the props, we're going to sit up just for a minute using our core. We're going to remove the bolster or the pillows. And we're going to sit back and meet everybody in traditional butterfly. So all of us are going to inhale and bring our knees together. Exhale. And then inhale, and as we inhale, let's bring those knees towards our forehead, wrapping our arms around underneath our knees, elbow to elbow. If you cannot do elbow to elbow, and that's okay, you can bring one hand under one knee, one under the other, just giving yourself a nice hug. Let's see, I think we do have time. So let's exhale down, bring the knees down. I think we do have time to do lying butterfly, lying pigeon for those that weren't interested in doing forward pigeon. So let's do that. We're going to inhale, keeping the left leg bent. Inhale the right leg up. Try to use your core, your abdomen. Try not to use your hands yet. Flex that right foot. Let's actually point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. And we're going to exhale, bend the right knee, right ankle goes above left knee. We're in our figure four. And then again, let's try not to use our hands. Let's try to use our core, our abdomen. Let's inhale, exhale. And on the inhale, inhale the left leg up, flexing that left foot, flexing the right foot. And then you can bring your hands, clasp them behind your left thigh. And as you inhale, try to bring that left thigh in closer. So we're actually getting, by doing this, we're actually trying to get at the right buttock. Inhale and exhale. This is lying butterfly. This is lying pigeon. Getting all my birds and my butterflies mixed up tonight. Oh. Slowly release, left foot down. Try not to use your hands. And right foot down. Keep the right leg, knee bent. Inhale. the left leg in. Inhale it all the way up, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. And then we're gonna bend that left knee, left ankle goes above the right knee. Inhale, exhale. And on the inhale, see if you can try to lift that right leg without using your hands, flexing both feet. And then bring those hands, clasp them behind the right thigh. Inhale, exhale. And as you inhale, try to bring it in a little bit closer. This time we're trying to get it at the left buttock. Continue to breathe. And let's bring the right foot down and the left foot down. Great job. Let's bring those hands out to a T. Keeping the legs bent, let's inhale, bring them towards our chest. And then we're going to exhale. Inhale. And then we're going to exhale. And again, using our core. Don't just plop the knees. They're going to go over to the right. Slow with intention, okay? Exhale, slowly bring them over to the right side. I think I have to move some props here. Slow, slow, slow. I'm still looking for my Andrea Bocelli tickets for, I think it's September. I can get them, but I don't want to pay $1 million, although he'd be worth it. And then exhale, and then we're going to gaze over to the left. Getting a nice twist here. Bésame mucho. Let's inhale, but let's use our core. Inhale those knees back up to center. And this time we're going to bring them over to the left. Remember, use your core. Have control. Don't just plop them down. Exhale and slowly with intention, using that core, bring those knees down to the left. And then gaze over the right hand. So we're doing a nice twist here. So let's use our abdomen and bring those knees slowly up to center. And I did promise you 15 minutes, so let's bring those feet down. We'll do one more before Shavasana. Grab a block. If you don't have one, that's okay. We're going to do legs up the wall, or if you don't want to do it up against the wall, we're going to do waterfall. It's for our circulation. So up, if you're doing it against the wall, you're going to come up to a wall with your knees bent, buttocks as close to the wall as possible. Inhale the right leg up, inhale the left leg up, splay the arms out. Oh, I can already feel that circulation, all the fluid hanging down here, going right through the whole body. Now, you can stay there if you have a wall. If you don't have a wall, you can use a block or just raise your feet. So if you don't, so otherwise we're going to bring those feet down, not the people that have the legs up against the wall, but we're going to call it waterfall with the blocks. We're going to bring our heels in close to our buttocks. Inhale, lift the buttocks, place the block under the coccyx sacrum area. Make sure it's comfortable. Inhale the right leg up, inhale the left leg up, and splay the arms out and just enjoy. Again, this is wonderful for our circulation. This is one you could probably do every night before, since it helps with sleep. I usually do my yoga way before bedtime, and I do it in the morning before work. But it is one you can try before bedtime. And again, it's really good for our circulation, because our legs, when our feet are down all day long, everything tends to pool down there. We want it all to come back up, all through the cardiovascular system, thoracic, right up to our head. So I could stay here all night, but I know we can't. So for those that are doing waterfall, bring the right foot down, left foot down, inhale, remove the block, and do a full body stretch. For those that are up against the wall, left leg down, right leg down, bend the knees, and everybody with the full body stretch. My pillows are in the way, all my props. And we will get ready for Shavasana. You can stay laying down. What you can do is bring your hands out with your palms up. You can splay your feet out. You can bend your knees. I'm going to lower my lights. You can lower your lights if you're chilly, or you can put a blanket over yourself. So just get ready for Shavasana. I'm going to get up, but you don't have to. If you actually did want to get up and get a sip of water or do your oil, you can always do that as well. So if you are now laying down, great job, everybody. I'm going to lower my lights. And just start to relax your feet, relax your legs. Start relaxing your hands, relax your arms, your shoulders. You want to make sure that your mouth is slightly open. You want that jaw to be unclenched. Gently close your eyes, relaxing the forehead. And again, I leave it up to you to kind of meditate to what you want to be thinking about. Again, mine, I'm going to start switching over, but mine is still Cunningham Park with the beautiful smell of the cut grass, the pool, the sunshine. It could be something you're looking forward to, something from even your past, something that just makes you feel really good. But again, our thoughts are going to ebb and flow. So make sure you don't force any thoughts. Also, you can pick a color and kind of concentrate on that color, maybe moving from your feet slowly up through your body, whatever just relaxes you. And I do read a passage at the end. Shavasana. Advice from a tree. Dear friend, stand tall and proud. Sink your roots deeply into the earth. Reflect the light of your true nature. Think long term. Go out on a limb. Remember your place among all living beings. Embrace with joy the changing seasons, for each yields its own abundance. The energy and birth of spring, the growth and contentment of summer, the wisdom to let go of leaves in the fall, the rest and quiet renewal of winter. Feel the wind and the sun and delight in their presence. Look up at the moon that shines down upon you and the mystery of the stars at night. Seek nourishment from the good things in life, simple pleasures, earth, fresh air, light. Be content with your natural beauty. Drink plenty of water. Let your limbs sway and dance in the breezes. Be flexible. Remember your roots and enjoy the view. Elon Shamir. So you can start moving your extremities. Some of you may want to stay laying down. That's fine. For those that want to come back up, don't come back up yet, but just start moving your extremities. And when you feel ready, go over to your right or left side, giving yourself a side hug. Again, if you don't want to get up, you don't have to, but again, you're still on your side. And for those who would like to come back up, we'll finish in lotus with our eyes closed. We're going to bring our hands to heart center. Bring our hands to our lips as we speak kind words to one another, especially now. Bring our hands between our eyes, also known as our third eye, also known as our intuition, that we think kind thoughts of others, but we also think kind thoughts of ourselves. Back to the heart center, that the light in me acknowledges the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. And for those of you who have just starting your careers, for those of you who have worked your whole life, for those of you who are still working, for those of you who are retired, happy Labor Day. And thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you had a great class, you enjoyed it, and you have a relaxing night. Again, my name is Susan Coffey. You can find me at soulpurposeyoga@gmail.com. Soul being spelled S-O-L. Have a great week, everybody. Peace.